Good evening. Well, I guess this. Well, good night. But it sounds so weird. Hopefully, you guys had a good day today. I'm doing this live because I'm going out of town and I'm going to be gone for a few days. So I'm trying to get content up. And I wanted to talk about this because I saw a panel full of men discussing the boundaries of a wife. And I thought, I want to give my 2 cents in. I want to give the single woman's point of view, on, what I feel is expected of a wife when you enter marriage, what I expect. So I'm like, let me give my 2 cents. 2 cents ain't worth much to any of the people out here that feel like single people can't speak on what marriage people do. But I, from a perspective of boundaries, wife, in social media, in modern times, why not? Let's discuss it. Somebody says Sierra is married with 3 children. Yes, ma'am, she is. She look good too. She sure do. 3 kids? Well, congratulations, Lakeisha. There's probably a man out here saying your degree is worth nothing or your education is so useless. Congratulations, sis. I'm very proud of you. So, okay, let's get into this. So let me pull up the video because, like I said, this was a panel full of married men. Okay, I forgot to state that this panel was full of married. Well, no, I think there was one guy on there that was actually single, but he had a kid with the woman that he was with. So they shared a child together. And this is from the Lapeef talk show here on YouTube. You should check out his YouTube channel. I like his content. His content is fairly balanced. I feel like if you are looking to get healthy male perspective,
Sierra twerks on Instagram,
you should check out his show, his YouTube channel. I'll make sure to put a link in my description box once the live is over with. Okay, and then I also need to pull up the video. So, me asking as a single woman, do you feel like there are boundaries that should be in place for a wife when she is on social media? That is what I want to talk about today. Okay, let me get into my intro. Thank you. Is it Tashay? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I'm going to play my intro. Thank you guys for reminding me. So sweet. Okay, so let's get into this intro, and then we're going to get deep into this, okay? Let me pull up. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it. Cause I'm a boss. Oh, hell no. Okay. So if you guys missed it, I'm going to play the video. Now, Sierra decided to post this video to her Instagram. If you did not know, she is promoting this rum that she, I guess, is a investor in or with. And so you can find this information out on her Instagram, but she recently invested in this rum. I think it's called 10 to 1. Let me look it up real quick because I don't want to give you guys false information here. But if you notice, if you go to her Instagram, she has been promoting this rum because she has become basically an investor. I think her and Russell Wilson are now in investors of 10 to 1 rum. Now, if you go farther back on her Instagram, you will see the owner on her page as well, and you'll see her photo with him. And that's when she became, I guess, like an ambassador slash investor of 10 to 1 rum. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a backstory behind why she may have uploaded this twerking video. It was to promote this rum, this alcoholic beverage. And yeah, so let's play this video. I'm not going to play it with sound because I'm not sure if the music is copyrighted. So let me turn that off. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, as you guys can see, she has a bottle on her head, which I feel like it's important because context matters. Okay, I didn't see all of this. Okay. So that is the video. Yes, that's what I said. I'm like, listen, if Russell ain't worried about it, I'm not worried about it. But I think this is a great conversation to have. Like, if you are wanting to become a wife, I think it's interesting to hear what men have to say when it comes to this conversation. That's why I'm bringing men on to talk about it, because I can guarantee you now, not every man is going to feel the same about that video. And if you are trying to take your dating life serious, it's just to take some things into consideration. Okay. I mean, we can make this about Sierra and Russell, but at the end of the day, these are celebrities, these are entertainers, and at the end of the day, they have a job to do. It's called to entertain. So I really don't care about Sierra. I really don't care about Russell, but I do want to talk to us everyday people. You know, what is expected of us? What would be expected of us when it comes to boundaries that we shouldn't cross while in a marriage as a wife and a mother? Is that even a thing anymore? Or is just anything and everything acceptable? So let's get into it. Let me make sure I'm saving my, because I put it on my Instagram, and I'll go to that post here probably towards the end or sometime throughout this video. I posted about how I don't want my man liking Instagram models' photos on Instagram. Like, if he expects for me to carry myself a certain way on social media, I would expect for him to carry himself a certain way on social media. And I got so much backlash because I have a requirement that if we are together, you represent me when you're outside the home just as much as I represent you. So no liking photos on Instagram. You don't need to be liking models photos on Instagram, because I feel like it sends a message that you have a lustful eye, which means it opens the door for other women to seek that as an opportunity that they may have a chance with you while you're married. So I feel like this goes both ways. You know, we could talk about these men not wanting Sierra to be on Instagram twerking, But I would expect for my man not to be liking photos on Instagram. So if I'm washing your back, you washing my back, I don't see the problem here. I have no problem with not getting on Instagram and twerking for the gram. But if you out here liking photos on Instagram, you're liking the very thing that you don't want me to be. That's the contradiction. But we're gonna get into it. Oh, I'm ready. I am ready, honey. I'm ready for this conversation because you know how these men love to contradict the things that they say. So, no, that's not it. Here we are. So let's pull up this video. It's going to get very interesting. And also, these men were different ages as well, which I think is important. So let's start. Let's get into this.
Sierra twerks on Instagram. Russell Wilson says, "See you later tonight after work. Ha ha ha." Let's talk about this, man. Let's break this down. Let's talk about Sierra twerking on Instagram and Russell thinking that this is okay. Take this down for you guys. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna start with you, Hank. When you seen that, what were your thoughts, man? When you seen Sierra twerking, and what does that say about Russ? Should be out there twerking. Let me say this. I did see a video of a little girl that made headlines, and she was twerking. She was twerking in front of her father. It appears like some people may say it's on the father, but I don't think that was the case. I just think that they was having fun. I mean, that's his daughter, and whoever was filming it is allegedly the mother. They feel as this is okay, or this. She had to be about 2 years old. I don't know if you guys seen it. Did you see it, Ava? Okay, yeah, she was twerking. So here, fast forward, we have Sierra, which I do understand she is in entertainment, but I feel like at some point in time you graduate mentally, that you mature, and she had showed signs of that by her getting married.
You guys, majority of these men on this panel are married, and they'll get into that. So just give it some time. Let this develop a little bit. Hold on to your seats, okay? It's gonna get a little rocky. But yes, I think the only one that's not the only two that are not married are the three men right here. But I think his name is Hink. He's married. He's been married for a while. There's going to be another man that's going to join later. He's been married for a while. And I think all of these men have women, though. Like they're in relationships. So, but let's continue.
By her, praising her family and just being a wife and a mother. But when this comes out, as old as she is, how old is she? Was she almost what? She in her 30s, I know.
I thought she was about 41, maybe. I think she's older than Russ.
I thought she was like 37 or something.
I thought she was about 40, 41. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's 36.
Yeah,
the last time we're too old to be doing some stuff like that. Well, that's what people might say. But let me get you guys thoughts on it.
Look, man, she's over 35. She needs a. She's not even relevant no more as far as the entertainment.
She's 36.
So, I just don't understand, man. And then to put it on Instagram. Look, unless
you guys, they're talking about maturity level. Okay, not that she's old. It's just at 36, your maturity level should change. That's what they're getting at. Okay, it's not about beauty and looks. This is strictly about maturity, mindset. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Let me pause it here for a sec. Okay. Let's not get defensive. We're just getting started, okay? I like to listen to men. I like to hear them out before I get defensive. Okay, let's not get defensive right out the gate. We just getting started. This is just a conversation. Also, You're getting insight on what men think and how they feel, which is beneficial to you. Doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. It's just information. Use it to your advantage. Trying to make sure my connection is good. I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's free game, y'all. It's free 99. It don't cost you nothing. You don't got to get used up and played to get this free game. Let me see if I can. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can refresh it here for a sec and see what happens. Hold on, let me take it off the screen. It's just free game. Somebody said the Madonna complex. Okay. Lord, y'all, my black man. Okay. Okay, let's see what else they have to say. Somebody said true, but still, listen, as a woman, you're not going to like everything that a man says or everything that a man does. That's the nature of men and women. Like, we're not going to like everything that we say, how we think, everything that we do. It's just, it's life, y'all. It is what it is. Okay. So let's continue. I don't know what's going on.
Look, man, she's over 35. She needs a. She's not even relevant no more as far as the entertainment.
She's 36.
So, you know, I just don't understand, man. You know, and then to put it on Instagram. Look, unless you about to have a concert, you know what I'm saying, and you're doing rehearsals, getting, you know, practicing with your dancers, you don't need to put it on Instagram. You don't need to doing all that. Why are we doing this? Like you said, I thought she graduated from that. I thought she found the Lord, you know. But I see, you know, I don't know if y'all know the Ghetto Boys. They said you gotta let her OBO, and that's just what she is. Russ, I'm sorry, dog. You married a hoe, you gotta accept the hoe you love at her.
Damn, man, he coming out hitting hard. I want to highlight this real quick. He said that Russ apologized and held himself accountable. But the issue that I have with that is that it went all over the internet. It went all over the internet. You know, if you shouldn't be apologizing if you felt anything was wrong with it. That should have been something you should have seen on the front end and not trying to do damage control. I just thought that was ironic. I don't know anything about him holding himself accountable, but appreciate that knowledge. Go ahead, hang on.
Also, to the women that are wondering why men care, it's because of how it looked as a man. They care because of Russell Wilson. The same way we would care if we saw a woman out here getting cheated on and it hit the blogs and we're like, oh my God, why would he do that to her? So basically, men's perspective is that this didn't make Russell Wilson look like much of a man. So that's why they're talking about this. But because I edited out when I took the video down off the internet, but they talked about sports and they were talking about how Russell Wilson is not having the best season this year. And they went into, you know, this twerking video and how, you know, maybe that's not helping his career. Maybe he's not focused. So if you're in a marriage, you have to understand, if you have a demanding career and you're a wife, that your behavior can affect his performance. So that's why they're talking about this. Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you the backstory about why men are talking about this. They're going to get into why they're talking about this and how this has an effect on the women in their lives. They're going to get into it. Okay. Like I said, don't get defensive yet. Don't get defensive yet. But yeah, they did sports talk. And so I edited that part out because I'm like, I'm not about to sit through that. And I know y'all not about to sit through that. Okay. So let's get back to it.
Cut you off.
No, you good. You know what holding accountable is? Say, hey, baby, we ain't gonna do that. Let's save that for the house. You know what I'm saying? Let's save it for private. Let's keep that behind closed doors. I don't want every man or woman or whatever out there lusting and desire for my woman like this. You doing all that? No. Let's keep this in the house. Let's keep this in the house. But you're going to take it out in public and do all that and think that that's cool and that's okay, and it's not. It's disrespectful. But we know who her husband is. We know what he accepts, and he's a walkover, man. She's just walking on just disrespect for men. No respect for that dude at all. He laughing at all. He ain't like he's crying on the inside. I promise you. He probably gonna go home in a fetal position, and suck his thumb, say, "Baby, why you do this?" But now he in the front like, I see you when I get stop it. Russell, you hurting inside, dog, and I know you are. I'm hurt for you, dog. Because if it was my wife, I said, man, baby, shut this shit down. Matter of fact, let's let the Instagram go unless you got a team that's gonna run your social media page and put up the proper things, the appropriate things, the respectful things and the ladylike things. You're a lady, man. You're over 35. Come on, let's graduate. Let them little young girls do all that. Let them turn up. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they can turn up.
Okay. There was a girl in the chat that said, I saw this as art. I saw this because I saw it as the fact, the way I saw it was too, Sierra, she wasn't just an R&B singer. She was a dancer. She also has a nonprofit organization on her Instagram account. And basically she raises money through dance. It's called Human Nation. And you can buy into her, what's it called? You can buy into her charity by wearing her merch. And if you dance in it, she will repost you on her Instagram account. So it's like a really big thing. If you go to her Instagram, I'm not about to play all of that. She also encourages people to get fit and get active, but it's called Human Nation. You guys should look into it. So I just wanted to give some context. But yeah, when I saw it, I saw art. I saw an R&B singer. I saw a performer. I saw a dancer. So I understood why she uploaded it. I also saw a woman that was promoting a bottle of rum. But that's not how men see it. And this is what I'm trying to get at, you guys. Men don't see it like that. We women see it like that because that's how our brain works. That's how our logic works. We're like, oh, she's so cute. Like, she's so pretty. She's this and this. But men, they don't see it that way because they know how other men think. And if men, you have to think about it. If men are visual creatures, okay, and they see that on Instagram, and your man has to watch other men see that on Instagram, he knows that not all men have self-control. Some men, even though they see that this woman is married and they see that this is her man, if you post content like that to your Instagram, he has no control over how men are viewing you in that moment. And unfortunately, we live in a world where some men don't have any self-control. So they don't care if you're married. They're going to sexualize you. And in some cases, they may even masturbate to this video. So as a man, as your husband, he's trying to protect you from being overly sexualized. So when you post content like this and you post it to the internet, that's out of his control. Like it's so far out of his control to where as a man, he feels like he can't protect you. He can't protect you against lustful eyes. He can't protect you. And so also men are territorial. They don't want to see other men lusting after their woman like that. Okay. Brandon Dove said, I would be okay with it because I know she is in entertainment. That's what I said. If she wasn't, I wouldn't be okay with it. We have to represent each other with class. I agree. Yes. Sometimes men don't know how to explain it. But like I said, I grew up around men. I was recently on my Instagram and I was showing you guys how a man I was dating hid my leggings. He hid my workout leggings because he didn't want me to be in the gym with the leggings on because he knows how other men can be and how they are and how they think and how they sexualize. And so he didn't want me to wear the leggings in the gym. And it was because he didn't want other men lusting after me. But see, my issue with him was he didn't want commitment. So it's like you can't dictate what I wear, and then you don't even want to be committed. That doesn't even make sense. So let's continue though. This is the male logic. Some men are gonna be like, that's insecure, you're being insecure, but I don't think so. I think it's a man wanting to protect his prized possession. Some men, it may be insecure. Like if they are too controlling with it, they're always trying to dictate what you wear, how you dress. I can understand. But sometimes it's not always like that. And I grew up with brothers. He's not the first man that has hid a pair of pants, a skirt, or a dress. My dad has done it. My brothers have done it. So my brothers were not insecure. My father was not insecure. They were protective. So there is a thin line, but I definitely understand where men are coming from because, you know, if men really care about you, they don't want you to be seen by other men in a certain way, and they don't have control over other men. So their only way of protecting you when it comes to being overly sexualized is by telling you not to wear something or saying, hey, like maybe not post that or don't post it this way. It's not because they're trying to control your life. And I had to learn that the hard way growing up as a thicker girl. I'm like, my brothers are not trying to ruin my life. My father is not trying to ruin my life. They're trying to protect me. But that took me being more mature, growing into a more mature mindset. And that's why they're bringing up the fact that she's 36, not because she's old or anything. It's simply because it's like, okay, she should understand by now, just like I understand. Okay, let's continue though.
To your song while they're doing it. But you, unless it's part of a dance rehearsal, unless it's part of your show, and even is, they don't need to see it until they buy that ticket.
You know what's interesting is that I almost feel like when I think about Sierra dating Future, right? You're having a child by him. It just kind of makes you wonder, like, what type of woman is she really, right? And so when she gets somebody like a Russell, that image, it just the image that you see of her and everything that she endured, knowingly the person that she was getting involved with. We're talking about Future here, right? It's like night and day when it comes to Future and Russell. So her actions is twerking and thinking everything is cute. It don't surprise me. Let me get your thoughts, David.
Bruh. So
Okay, now let me stop him again. Now, this is what I don't agree with. Women can go out here and they can date, and their dating history, it shouldn't be held against them until the day that they die, because a man's dating history, a man's past, it's not held against him. So I don't feel like it should be for a woman. If she's with you now, she's with you now, and you should be secure within that relationship. So I don't agree with that. You know, looking at a woman's dating history, if we looked at your dating history, what would it say? It probably wouldn't say the best things about you majority of the time. So it's not fair that they want to point out her dating history, but let's look at yours and see what yours has to say. Let's talk to some of your exes or some of the girls or women that you were dealing with back in the day and see what they have to say. That's the part I don't like. Another part that I don't like is the fact that they're labeling her a hoe. And it's weird to me because it's like she dated, like every man that she was with, she dated. It wasn't that she was just sleeping around with these men. She dated all of these men, as a woman should. You shouldn't just be out here at home praying and wishing and on a star that your husband is going to come walking through the door. That's not going to happen. So it's normal for a woman to date around. But for a Black woman, when she dates around, she's labeled a hoe. So what does that make you? That's what I want to know. What does it make the men in this video? Because y'all were dating around. Y'all were out here doing y'all's thing and doing everything that y'all wanted to do. But this woman was every man that she was publicly seen with, she was dating and she was in a relationship with. So I don't, she just dated them publicly. You know her dating history based off of that. So those are two things that I don't like within this conversation and that I don't agree with. But if you guys would just hold on, okay? They're going to bring on some guests. But we have to get through this part first so that you can hear some other men speak, because there are going to be some other men that come in and they don't agree. So just hold on, okay? We got to get through this. Okay, don't get defensive. Just wait. There's a reason why Yoni brought this on. Do y'all trust me? You have to trust me here for a success. Trust me for a sec.
Oh, and we know what Russell is. The women, everybody knows there's a chat group attached to Lapeef, and the women hate when you bring that man up and you tell those women exactly what he is. They hate it. He's a simp. He's a super duper uber simp, and we know it. Your teammates have been bagging your wide receiver was bagging your wife. You got rid of the Legion of Doom because they was saying mean things to you. Like, this is the type of dude he is, man. It is what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. The ladies can be upset, but whatever. But this is the world we live in now, bro. This is the world we live in. If you're going to date a woman under the age of 40, and I would even extend that to 45 if she live in the city, this is the world we live in now, where your significant other is looking for attention from the gram, from the book, from Twitter world. This is just what it's going to be with them. Women in our generation are addicted to attention, no matter the outcome, no matter the collateral damage. They need that attention. And you have to be, as a guy, you have to, on some levels, you have to accept it. And some levels, you have to manage it. You have to draw boundaries. But you have to realize now that when you tell a woman, please don't put your naked ass on the ground, you're being viewed as controlling. You're being viewed as a misogynist. When you want to protect your home front and protect the woman that you love,
that's what y'all was saying in these comments.
You've seen as a negative now. This is the type of women we are encountering. This is the world we got to date in, fellas. And this is what it is, bro.
I do have the lines open. We have Gary Grant here. I know he requested to call in, so appreciate you.
My favorite guest is Gary.
If nobody else
fave.
calls in, we will be ending the show. So if you would like to join the panel, now's your time to get in. What's going on, Gary Grant? Welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
I'm very good, brothers. How's the brothers today?
Lovely,
right
man.
on, big brother. Right on.
Woke up experiencing life. Cold in Chicago.
Sorry about that. I'm in Toronto, but hey, we're not that cold. But brother, you guys, I don't get it. How you all talk now. Sierra showed her back, and that is big news. Her back.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
I don't get it.
It could be so much worse. She could.
I mean, like, brothers.
You left out the twerking. You left out the twerking.
The woman is married for 6 years. Come on, brothers. Twerking. She's a married woman. I hear you guys talk about that she was with Future and all these guys that she was with. You all know those were millionaires, right? You know, if regular people would have
I don't know what Bow Wow got, but you know,
if my girl cheated on me with a millionaire, a billionaire, a nigga down the street, I don't care. They all the same. They all men, regardless. It don't matter what money they got.
Okay, hold on. Who did Sierra?
Gary, you saying you okay with $1 million eggplant to be stuck to your girl, but you don't want no homemade eggplant?
Well, first of all, I don't know how showing your back is having sex with somebody. But hey, maybe this is 2021 and I'm a little out of the loop.
Hey, she's having virtual sex.
Oh my God, brothers, you all sound like females, man. It's like dude watching a porno and his girl come and say, "What are you doing, cheating on me?"
Y'all, this is getting good. It's about to get good. Watch.
Talking about the public image of our women, I think she got some color to her, and and he got some color to him, and I think that's the bigger image right now. We got to work away from this. If you're trying to be grown, got kids, show the next generation of what we're supposed to be like. Man. There's so many black people that idolize these relationships, these celebrity relationships. That's all we're saying is just show a better image to people who idolize you, man. Don't be twerking on Instagram and thinking that that's what our wives should be doing too, because they be looking at them. They be comparing their relationship to us. And it's like, no, we don't want our wives on twerking on Instagram when we got kids and shit. And we're not like cool with it.
Hey, just like that little 2-year-old Jay I was just talking about. Where do you think she learned that from? Seeing that, thinking it's okay, thinking it's acceptable. No, it's not acceptable, Gary. I mean, I don't know how old are you, Gary? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 56 years old.
Come on, OG. We
all right. So that's why I don't. Hold on, there, brothers. That's why I don't understand where y'all coming from. First of all, you all sound like how the females used to sound like to me back in the 90s.
Gary, you on my side.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like back in the 90s. Hang on there, brother. Let me just finish up just a little bit. Okay. I probably been in a relationship longer than any one of you. because I've been with my girl for 23 years. And you all made a comment that if you meet them in the club, that's where you lose them in the club. I met my girl in the club. So I don't know how long y'all had your relationships, but since we're all here, Mr. Hink, what's the longest relationship you ever had in your life?
17 years.
Still in it?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Sway?
Bro, I'm young, man. I'm not the one to talk
No,
about.
no. Come on, brother. We men. Don't speak like female. Especially,
skip me.
hold on. Let me make you know something, man. When I'm here, we talk like men. We don't have to.
My longest relationship has been 9 months.
9 months. Okay. Mr. Kyle.
It's been a while. Me and my wife been together 13 years.
Mr. Avindiz.
My longest relationship was with the mother of my child, 13 years.
Still with her?
Girl.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Mr. Lapeef.
Trust me.
Mr. Lapeef. I guess he left us a little bit. What I'm trying to say, fellas.
The one that said 9 months, I was like, 9 months, and he got the most to say. But let me continue, because I'm like, you know what? Let me just listen. But it's interesting because this man is older than all of these men. Gary is older than all of these men on the panel. So I thought that was interesting. I thought it was. And the fact that he came in the way that he came in, I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, let's continue though.
A lot of you guys are missing these entertainers for real people. First of all, Sierra gets paid on clout and attention. You all talk about she had a baby with Future. Brothers, come on, man. We all know some girl with some baby with this dude, that dude, and the other dude. And when did entertainers and athletes become our role models? Maybe I've been out of the game for a minute. Can you all tell me that? I hear you guys talking about
You've
Cardi
been out of
B.
the game for a minute, man. Social media
They
has
always
taken
been.
over everything.
They always been somebody's role models, though, Gary. They
now.
always been.
Well, okay, no, not where I'm from. The role model is in your house.
You would
Okay.
He hit
you would
him.
hope, but a lot of
He hit him with
families
that
in
one.
America,
Gary, you
we
black?
don't have fathers.
Of course I'm, brother.
I just need to know. I need to know.
Oh, no,
what you identify. Some people don't identify like
No,
that.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'll
So-
tell you right now. I don't identify as black. I identify as a man.
Okay, well then, cool. As a man of color, myself,
Mhm.
father wasn't always in a home, and so who was the next thing you looked up to the role models? Either the ones in the streets or the one that played in sports. So yeah, they've always been role models, my brother. I mean, so
Okay.
sit there and say, y'all look at these guys like role models. Yeah, they was. My role model was Walter Payton.
Whoa.
That's who my role model was.
Okay.
Andre Dawson.
I would
That's who my
definitely
role
say
model
that
was.
these
Michael
young
Jordan.
girls, I would definitely say these young girls, 18, 19, 20, 21, I would agree that they do look at Sierra and they feel like, okay, if I want, Sierra got a whole like husband's prayer that's popular right now on the internet. So I would definitely say that there are young women who look up to Sierra in a certain way. And plus,
Well, I hope that they look up to her to be married.
well, I mean, but is she really,
Okay. So let me stop right there. Let me stop right there. I'm gonna open up my lines. I want you guys to call in. Okay, because we gotta set the record straight, first of all, because they're saying that we're looking to Sierra to twerk on Instagram. I'm not. I still haven't uploaded a twerk video to my Instagram, and I've been on Instagram for 12 years or something crazy like that. I've been on Instagram for a very long time. Have yet to upload a twerk video. Okay. Not one, not even on a drunk night. Never. So it's interesting how they're generalizing. But what's also interesting is that I will say, do you guys feel that the majority of women are out here uploading twerk videos for attention? Keep it real, because I be seeing some of y'all's comments on the Shade Room. Every time Ari Fletcher is out here twerking on the gram, y'all have a problem with it. So I'll be reading y'all's comments. I sure do. I'm like, oh, so y'all don't like it when she twerks? I'm gonna take 2 callers, just 2, so we can keep this going. But I would like to know, how how do you guys feel about this? I'm gonna take 2 callers and then we're gonna continue. But I put the link. Okay, we gotta call. Somebody said Gary's experienced. He is. Hold on. Let's go back. Let me get back. Oh, wait. Okay. Is it... Okay, I'm not going to be reading super chats just to keep it flowing, you guys, but I'm going to post your super chat to the screen. Okay, is it Mole? Is it Mole?
Yeah. Hi, Annie.
How are
My
you,
name is
girl?
Mole. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm on your page. I just want to say thank you. And I do look up to Sierra as a role model, but like there's certain thing I don't agree with her, like her twerking video. And I also believe that sometimes a woman deserves to have fun, even though she's a Christian. I'm a Christian too. I'm 18 years old. And in the Christian community, we have this high expectation for like we're not allowed to twerk, we're not allowed to dance sexually because we call it the Jezebel spirit. And I do agree with some part of the man, but I just feel like let Sierra live. She's a woman, and men need to learn how to have self control, and
Thanks.
yeah. They
I
just gotta
agree.
learn how to have self control. It's not woman's fault that woman cannot like woman twerk or dance, because sometimes like if Sierra posts a video like not provocative, men still lust over her no matter what. So it's
Right.
Sierra can never win. So like that's the point.
Well, thank you so much, sis, for chiming in. And you're 18, so you're representing the age group that they're referring to. And I'm glad I clicked on your name. So thank you for calling in.
Thank you. Oh my
gosh. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, I have one more caller. One more caller. Jess. You're welcome. Okay, I have one more caller. One more caller. Hold on. Can you mute the video?
Oh wow. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hold on. Can you mute the video?
Oh wow. Can you hear me?
Are you there, sis?
I can't hear anything now.
I can
Hello?
hear you. Yes, I can
Is it
hear
echoing?
you. No. You're good.
I can't hear anything now.
I can
Hello?
hear you. Yes, I can
Is it
hear you.
echoing?
No. You're good.
I can't hear anything. Oh, okay. Well,
Hello? Yes, is it echoing? No. You're good.
I don't. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that it seems that they're taking this way too far. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that she's a dancer, and she's been a dancer. And
okay, I'm gonna have to come back to her because I need you guys to make sure that you are muting the video. Okay, I'm sorry because the echo is not. We can't hear you. We can't understand what you're saying. Okay, so one more caller. T Love, you're up.
Hi. So
I'm
Can
you state your age, please? I think that's important.
I'm 24.
Okay.
So I agree with the first caller in some points too, and from what Mr. Gary he said.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm also Christian, and I feel that her husband, no matter like other men you're talking about, oh, she should have been twerking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the point, like yeah, people have different values, sure. But at the end of the day, that you also said like her age being 30 or 40,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe I don't know, they think she should be mature or something.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think everyone they it had having different takes. For me, it's okay. I wouldn't say that, oh, like she's a role model, stuff like that, because
Mm-hmm.
I actually love her because of her music. I don't really look up to her like, oh, like on different paths. And honestly, I think their priorities is not really, it's because if you look at it from another side of it, there are different things that also black men, and in fact men in general, they do that are not also like good as role models. So I feel like it's actually crazy that they are attacking, or not attacking, but like pointing out that, oh, she shouldn't be this, she shouldn't be that. But when they look at other women, or maybe I don't know, if she's not a black woman or something, they have something else to say about that. So I feel like it's very hypocritical to like point out that, oh, she should be like a role model, she should be this, she should be that. And yeah, I think everyone should look at themselves. Sure, based on morality, maybe some people, I don't really find it okay,
Right.
but she's an adult, she has a choice. And I don't, well, I'm a woman, so I don't even know, like, I don't know, from the point of a man, they may think, oh, it's this and that. But from my point of view, like, it's her choice. She's mature, she's an adult for a reason. So yeah, I don't see the problem in that sense. But yeah, that's just my take.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving your opinion, sis. I really enjoyed the fact that you called in tonight. And thank you for adding to the live. I really do appreciate it. Okay. So I had room for 2. Okay, I'm going to play a little more and then I'm going to take some more calls. Hold on, where is my? There we go. Let's see what else they had to say.
We as adults kind of can put whatever we want to put on it to say, is she doing that or not? But the general question of, is she really presenting herself as a wife? Like, that Instagram video really is like her presenting herself as still Sierra the entertainer, but it has consequences that impact Russell Wilson and, you know, the internet at large. But she still is advertising as herself. So yeah, I think that young women are going to look at her like, oh, that's Sierra. And if I need a woman, I need to be like Sierra. I mean, if I want to be married, I need to, you know, try to be classy, but also still be, you know, ultra sexy and be willing to show how sexy I am to keep myself, you know, attractive and valuable and whatnot. I can see how a young girl would see Sierra and be like, yeah, I need to mimic that behavior. So I agree that women these days, you know, they look up to, or young women look up to women who are not necessarily the best role models, but that's all they have. They got Instagram, they go on there and they see what's going on, who's getting all these bags and who's pulling rich men. And it's women who are twerking and they got the, you know, body work, BBLs, all kinds of stuff. So unfortunately, that's the reality, but it's the reality nonetheless.
Gary, let me put you on game. All Sierra has done for these young women is tell them that you can be 30 and still get a man making quite a bit of money. You can have kids and still get a man making quite a bit of money, and that you can twerk on the internet and your man should be fine with it. This is the narrative that a lot of young women think. They think I can push marriage off until I'm 30 something and still get these top millionaire, billionaire men. And then, I could probably also have a kid and then the men should still accept me. That's really the narrative that she's pushing. And then twerking on top of that, it's like, what are we really telling these girls that men should accept? Should we be accepting them being old and having kids and whatever and twerking? I don't think no man wants that. And so that's kind of the narrative that we're like saying we shouldn't be promoting.
Okay. I'm going to try to say this respectfully, but you can tell he's been poisoned by the toxic red pill community. He's a toxic feminist, a modern day feminist to me. Y'all know I said it and I'll say it again. That toxic red pill that men consume are the new toxic feminist. Okay. First of all, where is he getting all of these assumptions from? Because first of all, and then secondly, no, that's first of all. Secondly, I want to know what is so bad about women looking to Sierra as an inspiration as far as them wanting to be married. And it's like, when did 36 become old? Yes, they're him particularly. Okay, I can only speak to Sway in the morning, or what Sway. He seems very bothered by the fact that Sierra was able to level up and improve her life after dealing with a future. It's almost like men have it's like they have an issue. And I told y'all, the reformed nerds have an issue. It's like it's an ego thing. It's almost like if you were the popular girl in school and you didn't pick him, yes, it's jealousy. You didn't pick him, you picked the guy that was more popular or more attractive. It's almost like they're out to get you in some weird way. And then they get mad if you get done dirty by the popular guy and then you're still able to have a successful love life, marriage, or whatever the case may be. So these reform nerds, the nice guys, right? Those are the ones that you really got to be worried about because they reek of jealousy. They reek of jealousy. It's almost like they never healed from their childhood trauma of being outcasted socially by the most popular girl in school, or the girl they may have had a secret crush on, or the girl that they were admiring in school. And so now they hate seeing women like Sierra win. They just want her to be the baby mama from high school. That's it. They don't want her to get married. They don't want her to level up. They don't want her to change her life around. They don't want her to do any of that. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. And I want women to understand that, yes, the revenge. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true, y'all. It's just it's like they don't like it. They hate it. They envy you in a way. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. They envy you. So you got to watch out for that. It's ego, it's jealousy, it's envious, it's envy. And listen, these men out here can be very jealous of you, very envious of you. So you have to be careful of that. You have to be, okay? You can have a baby, you can make mistakes just like these men do. These men are out here having kids just as much as women are. You can change your life around and make something of yourself. So I don't get that. Women are unwanted by 28. His faith in Red Pill is crumbling. Yeah, because he doesn't like how women are still able to level up after 30. It's crazy.
But it's still going to be put out there because there's going to be a lot of old single women that still need a man. And what are they going to do? They're going to sexualize themselves on the internet so that a man going to approach them or DM them or whatever. The right man, the guy going to send them by whatever they say it is nowadays. But that's what I'm telling you is that Sierra in itself, she isn't trying to be malicious or mean or bad, but when people see what she's doing and living, and then they take in the characteristics and like the numbers, oh, she's 30 plus, she had a kid by Future, she's doing this and that and the third, and Russ still wifed her. Shoot, I can do that. That could be me. And that's kind of the narrative that's kind of being pushed. It's not so Sierra is just what she embodies and how she's living her life. And people want that life.
I had a quick question. Okay, my brother, let me ask you a question.
Maybe modern women.
I don't understand. What is wrong with that? Can someone please explain to me what is wrong with that and how that has an effect on you? If that's not what you want, then I can respect that from you as a man. But why are you so bothered by it if women are able to level up? I don't understand that. What does that have to do with you? It's very strange. It's almost like we're competing with him for a man. It's very weird, y'all. It's like we're not competing with you for a man. We're competing with other women where we're supposed to be. Why are you so bothered by it? Yes, he's very pressed. So let's continue though. I told y'all this live was gonna be good.
Go ahead.
Okay. How many Sierras are there?
Listen, man, it doesn't matter.
No. Hold on.
A lot.
No. There's one. There's one.
Get them together, Gary.
They don't think that. They all think they're Sierra. They all think they are the exception to the rule. Every single woman believes in the goddess of hearts that they are the exception to the rule, that it won't be them. They will make it. They will get the man of their dreams, and they will be the one to exceed all these other thoughts. It's like,
but what makes Sierra a thought?
Hey, Gary,
if you guys don't mind me asking.
Gary, you asked the question of how many Sierras. There's only one Sierra, but there's a whole lot of Sierra mindsets out there, and that's the problem.
Well, brothers, if people want to live in fantasies, you all can't pull them back into reality. Understand? There's 10% of our hold on there, brothers. There's 10% of us brothers that are six-figure brothers and over. Out of that 10%, 6 of us are in relationships. That leaves 4. So if all these females are trying to be Sierra, you know what's going to happen. They're living in a fantasy world. You guys can't save women from living in a fantasy world. That's where they live. You can't save them, brothers. Trust me. You cannot save these women. This is what all the little girls that are following Sierra and stuff, what's going to happen to them? They're going to be with a regular motherfucking dude just like you and me. Trust me on that, bro.
Hey, yeah, but you ain't thing about this is
that's all you
got to be respectful, man. And to me, that just wasn't it just wasn't respectful. You want to send a message to me and me only? That was a private thing. It should have been made in public. That's the key, man.
My old lady's 46 years old and got a fantastic body. When we go to the beach, let me tell you something. She wear her 2-piece, motherfuckers are looking. You know what I do? I smile. Because what? She's mine.
Gary,
Gary,
if she did that, Gary,
about,
if she Gary, hold on. If she did all that right, but you weren't there, and she was doing it for what purpose of getting all those eyes, but you weren't there, how would you feel? Because that's the same way of these women posting themselves on the internet by themselves twerking. A whole bunch of dudes are gonna be looking. It's not like they didn't ask for that. They quite literally posted it. That's the same way a woman
hold on, brother.
No, it's
Let
the
me
same
stop
way
you right
a
this
woman
way.
will go to the beach in a 2-piece without you searching for what? Attention.
If her husband doesn't
but you
care,
there, which is
okay, hold on. Even if she goes search for attention, you know what I know? Because it's my household. She comes home. My girl ain't going out to nobody. I don't know about anybody else. Okay, I can't talk for anybody else's household. Because first of all, before I got together with my girl, I vetted her. I know who I'm with. I don't have these kinds of guests and my old lady's going to cheat on me or do anything like that. Brothers, those things are not even in my mind. Because you know what? I provide for my home. My old lady does the 3 things I asked her for from when we got together. Cook, clean, coitus. Nothing else.
Hey, Gary, you got blessed. Russell ain't got that blessing.
Oh, yeah. What do you know? How is this girl a hoe? Let me know how she's by showing her back. When did you guys become prudes?
Let me ask you this, dog. She's showing more than a back, Gary.
What else did you show?
Public eye. It wasn't like she was showing a private thing and it leaked out or something like that.
But it's her back, brother.
Dude,
it's a back.
Why are you yelling about Sierra so damn much?
Keep that in house. Keep that in house, my man.
That was just an image. It was a whole video.
Keep that in
bottle on her head. She was doing
it's not for everybody to know what your woman has.
Is Sierra an entertainer? Is she an entertainer?
She's supposed to be a housewife. That's
she's
what
a has-been, Gary.
That's what
she's a has-been.
You guys think this is 1940s?
She's a has-been, Gary.
She's a has-been for us, for you, but that's the man's wife. First of all, what you all think that you... Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Social media today, I don't know how you all take it as real fucking life, because it's not. Understand? Most social media... I don't have one. No, hold on. I would if I had one.
Why is it always people that don't have cameras that got the most smoke that fuck up the conversation? Dead ass.
So you seeing me and not seeing me makes my argument different?
No, I enjoy his smoke because it's a different perspective. He's not fucking the conversation at all.
Most idiotic perspectives.
He got a perspective. He's not messing it up.
What you say?
Gary,
I can stand by everything I say. What did I not stand by?
Gary, I don't have no problem not seeing you. I just don't agree.
Listen, y'all need to give this video a thumbs up. If y'all don't even gotta do it for me, y'all need to do it for Gary, because Gary was he came through and showed up. Okay, y'all need to give this video a thumbs up for Gary. And Gary, if you see this video, please, I would love to bring you onto my show. Gary Grant, whoever you are, sir, from Toronto, because he just, yes, he was defending Russell Wilson. That's how I see it. I don't feel like he was defending Sierra. He was defending Russell. And he was giving them a different perspective. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Agree with you. That's
it. Brothers, we all have to have our own opinions. I don't need nobody to agree with me. I have my own.
And that's cool. And that's,
You know what I mean?
that's what
But
it's all
you're the
about, my man.
loudest
That's what it's
one.
all about. We can have a conversation.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, Mr. WTP, you had something to say to me. Please let me hear you, brother. I couldn't hear you.
I have nothing to say to you. You loud as fuck. I was going to ask, maybe men, do you think that women are trying to change the, because I think the man above me, Hick, was saying she's not doing wife duties, which in reality is correct. But I think modern women are trying to reshape what a wife is, and they're involving the internet in it so much that it's beyond chaotic. Honestly, I think a lot of modern women are also want to involve the internet, the Instagram, and men have been learning or been being brainwashed to kind of accept this behavior. So it's not just the Sierra is the problem. It's most of the leaders who are our ideas of what we're supposed to be seeing as relationships. They're always involving the internet in their marriages. They're always involving clout in their marriages. They're always involving people inside their marriages. When in reality, it's always supposed to be kind of just me and that woman, and we figure this shit out. I think the internet has a humongous influence on what marriage is going to be, and women need to realize that all of that clout and all of that doing that stuff for attention is pretty much monkey branching. No matter if we're married or not, you're getting attention from people no matter what all over the world, and there's always going to be somebody in your DMs that can always connect to you. And you, by putting that energy out, you're still trying to kind of say that you're available for sale. And this whole narrative now is being brainwashed to men to just accept that when you have a wife, she's still doing that stuff on the internet. She still has her Instagram. She's still doing her dances. And we're like, oh yeah, well, it's mine. And we should be happy because, you know, I'm secure. I'm a man. But
okay, I'm just gonna stop him right here. There, partially, I agree with what he's saying. The part where he was talking about how women are on Instagram doing things for clout, they're doing things for likes and everything. And sometimes, as a reformed Instagram model, I don't model no more, basically. And it's because I just don't want to put myself out there like that. And it was like, it was almost like the less clothes I wore, the more likes I would get. But it's like, why do I have to keep taking off my clothes to get more likes? And so if you're in the business of being on Instagram and making that a full-time job because you're trying to promote something, it, you know, sex sells. And so when I started to get more into it, I'm like, why do I have to keep taking off my clothes to get the likes? And I'm over here trying to do a sponsored content for like Fashion Nova or Pretty Little Things or something like that. So I partially agree with what he's saying, but he lost me when he wanted to bring up the fact that, you know, say you're for sale, and when you put yourself on Instagram, people can slide in your DMs. He lost me when he went that far. He had me in the beginning because also I had a male friend that was out here dating a girl, and she was so poisoned by social media. That's all she wanted to talk about. And every time me and her would hang out, all she cared about was getting her butt bigger because she grew up slim, she grew up skinny, and so and she wasn't black, like she was Cambodian or something like that. But you know, we live in a time, we live in an era where the BBL is a thing, and so she was trying to get her butt big. So every time I would hang out with this girl, I never knew who she was because the conversation was always about Instagram. It was about likes and it was about getting her butt bigger. And that's all she cared about. Till this day, I don't know who this girl is, what her personality is like, what her favorite color is, what she likes to do in her spare time, what her hobby is. It's only gym and Instagram. So I understand where these men are coming from, right? But it's like, I don't understand what it has to do with you, because you could avoid women like this if you vet them properly, like Gary was saying. So I understand where they're coming from, but also it's just like, why would you date a woman like that? So I've seen it, y'all. I have seen it. I've seen some questionable women that my brothers have dated. Okay. There are some women out here, just because you're not like that, and you need to separate yourself from the collective of modern women if you're not into social media like that. Because if you don't know your worth. So I'm not wrapped up in social media like that. Social media does not run my life. I know the difference between real life and online, and they're not the same. I literally go by Yoni online, Kiana offline. So in my family, they don't even call me Yoni. They call me by my name. So we separate that. I separate my personalities, my personas or whatever like that, to keep some sanity, because I don't want my online following to go to my head. I don't want the praise and all of that to go to my head. So I separate Instagram, YouTube from real life. And when I log out, when you guys see me out in the streets, we're having a conversation. I see you as a woman. I see me as a woman. We're one of the same. Just because I have some followers online, it's not going to my head like, oh my God, like I think I'm all that. I'm a celebrity. Like, don't talk to me. I'm not like that. So I separate the two. Some women don't know how to do that. So if you're not like that, then you're not like that. But know your worth. Know your worth. Because not every woman is like that. So when I say I don't date a certain type of man, it's for a reason. I know my worth. And I'm not like every other woman that's out here, especially the ones that are so fixated on social media. So social media don't run my life. It may pay my bills, but it don't run my life. There's a difference. So I get where he's coming from, but he lost me towards the end when he started bringing up the DMs and putting yourself out here on the market and all that. He lost me. I don't agree with that part. But I do understand where he's coming from. Like I said, I've seen my brothers date some questionable women. I've seen some male friends date some questionable women. If you are a woman that doesn't put social media on a pedestal, you need to understand your worth and you need to separate yourself quickly before you start making assumptions that every woman thinks like you, because they don't. There are some women out here, that's all they care about is Instagram filters, BBLs, and plastic surgery. I'm sorry. And I've been around them because some of them, they want to invite me into their social group, especially after I moved to Houston. And it's just like, y'all don't be talking about nothing all day but social media likes, who's following who went on this trip with who. And it's just like, I'm bored. Like, this is not intellectually stimulating. I know I may look like the material girl, but I'm not. So there is a difference. There are different women out here, y'all. Y'all know I love them all the same, but there are different women out here. And I respect them all the same, but there are just different women out here. Separate yourself quickly. Know your worth.
She's monkey branch. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Me too. I disagree.
And it's like the only, like, first of all, we can't shame these women into doing anything. That will never happen. We got to stop that thinking.
It's not
and
shame.
also, Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson,
that's not what I said was not anything shameful. It's logical.
Hey,
let him finish, brother.
If Russell Wilson doesn't have a problem with what his wife does, I don't really care. Okay, I can only control what's in my home and what's in my family.
Come on, Chief.
And what's happening. I don't care what another man's wife does. And we care too much about other people's shit. And it's insane when we got a lot of problems in our neighborhoods, in our own community, that we should be caring about. What Sierra does, and if her husband's not complaining about it, if he did, he'll be filing for divorce. If that man's okay with it, hey, they can go, they can live as
my man,
happy as they want.
Chef, if that's the case, and Gary, if that's the case, then why are you guys up here involved in this conversation if you guys don't care about talking about this woman like that?
I don't.
Okay. She made a great comment, and this is why I don't shame women, you guys. I'm a traditional woman. I consider myself to be a woman of substance. That means it just simply means that I care about things beyond material. Okay. But I don't shame other women who are not like me. And the reason was because this whole shaming other women came from men. And a lot of these women are into shaming other women. But what you're doing is you're basically doing what men do, shaming women into acting the way that they want them to act. And the reality is, a lot of these men, they deal with these women because they're trying to get something for free. So you're shaming her into changing. It doesn't make sense to me. You're doing exactly what men do. And that's why I say a lot of these women that have like this male identity complex, they feel like, some of them call them pick-me's, but I don't call them that. They're just more male identified. And so they're out here and they're shaming other women. I see it on YouTube all the time. And I'm like, you're trying to shame other women into doing what men want them to do, just so men can have easier access to them. But then, sis, you're making yourself available and they don't want you. Why is that? Why is that? because you're not what they want. They want the girl that you're shaming. They want the girl that they shame. And the only reason why they're shaming her is because they want her, but they can't get her. So they have to shame her in order to get her. And it comes off controlling and manipulating. So I don't know why women do that. That's why, like, listen, material girls, city girls, I don't care who you are. I have love for you. I have respect for you. It is what it is. And it's simply because when I came to this realization that the only reason why these men are shaming these women isn't because they don't like them, isn't because they don't want them, it's because they can't get them. They have no access to them. So why am I about to sit up here and shame her because she's doing what she want to do and these men still want her? Brittany Renner. Yeah, let's get into it. Y'all not ready. I told y'all this life is about to get good. Okay, that's why I don't shame the hoes. I don't shame the thoughts. I don't shame the girls on OnlyFans or Fans Only or whatever the hell that platform is called. I don't shame the girls that do porn. I don't. Because a lot of the times it stems from men that want her but can't get her. So they try to reduce her in order to get set. Said what I said. So to the women that are doing it, you gain nothing. And you're probably manless. You gain nothing and you're probably manless because you're out here taking their advice. You're literally saying, oh, well, he's shaming her. I need to make myself this and I need to do this and I need to carry myself like this. How much you want to bet they on Instagram liking the girls' photos that they claim they don't like? How much? That's why I said focus on yourself. I'm not telling you to go out here and do what they're doing. Make it about you. If you're not comfortable with that, do what you're comfortable with. You don't have to be like her if that's not you. Because listen, being a city girl is not for me. Being an Instagram model, you know, it became not for me because I'm like, I got to keep taking off my clothes to get some likes. I didn't like that. It wasn't for me. Some women don't care. And that's them. But I'm not going to shame them for it. I still respect all women the same. And it's simply because of that statement right there. And once you understand that, you're going to start looking at these women completely different, Brittany Renner. So listen, I'm here for it. Let's continue.
I can explain because I heard the reason why I came up in the conversation. I heard how you guys were talking. I'm old school. Men don't talk like that about what women and other people's relationships do. I know it's a conversation. First of all, anything that anybody
we
outside
always talk about women. We may not talk about relationship, but we always talk about women.
Okay, all right, cool. I told you I'm old. First of all, like I said, if you think you can control another man's relationship, it doesn't work that way. What another man will pull up with, another man will not. We might find this, oh God, showed her back. He might find, oh my God, my girl, you showed her back. We don't know what happened after that. All you guys get is a snippet. All you get is a snippet of these people's lives that is put together, as they say, edited for the internet. Sierra's job is to get likes,
clout,
comments,
and attention,
clout.
influence.
That's what entertainers do.
What you think on it, Cliff?
Hey, Gary,
let's get Cliff in. Let's get Cliff in real quick. Cliff, what you think on the topic? I see you in the car.
Oh, you talk? Yeah, sorry, man. So I kind of it's all over the place, but as a wife, I don't think that that's necessarily appropriate behavior. But Buddy's bringing in the point that she is an entertainer. She does have to do what she has to do. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who have eyes on this person, on celebrities on a whole. And a lot of the things that they do, it does influence people and their behavior. And the point is being made that, you know, through these actions, it's being made that it's okay for you to be a wife and then still do these things. And it's not, man. It's not to men. But I think if for things like this to stop, women have to start holding women accountable, because when men talk about it, it's just, you know, like, what the fuck you talking about? You just complaining, or why I can't show my body, why it's my body, why I can't do this, and then it becomes just a whole argument instead of a conversation. I think if women start holding women accountable and saying, you know what, you're a wife, that's not necessarily appropriate behavior, and then all these young girls and all your fans are seeing all of this, and then they're absorbing it. And in some way, shape, or form, it's going to shape how they interact and bring it into society. And they're gonna see you doing it. They're gonna say, you know, this is okay. This is
Okay. Now, I definitely agree with him. You know, I say it all the time. I can't really hold other men within the community accountable because I'm a woman. It's really not my place. But, you know, when it comes to situations like the girls that robbed that beauty supply store and stole those lace front wigs, as an influencer, I should use my influence to hold women accountable to not do that type of stuff. But twerking though, I look at twerking differently because for some people it's culture. You know, you have Spice. She's out here and she twerks for a living. And I talked about that and how dance hall is part of her culture. So why would I need to talk to Spice about twerking when it's her culture? She comes from that. So I agree that we do have to hold each other accountable. That's the only way you can make a community, but it really should just come down to what's appropriate at certain time, in certain spaces, and what's not appropriate. But to tell women that they shouldn't twerk, I don't agree with that. I just feel like twerking isn't really appropriate in certain settings, like with the women that were twerking at brunch and it wasn't a day party or it wasn't a place where you should dance or you can dance. It was inappropriate. But I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, you don't need to be twerking. That doesn't make any sense. So everyone's culture is different. So like I said, I agree with him, but in order for us women to hold other women accountable, you have to hold other men accountable though. Like this is a two-way street. You can't be over here fixated on women holding women accountable and then you don't hold men accountable. I'm just waiting on a video for y'all to talk about how, you know, there's gun violence within the Black community, Black men are not making it to 40. So if we're going to do this, let's do it. But everyone has to play their part. And I'm not playing y'all's part because y'all are so fixated on don't bring the Black man down. Don't bring the Black man down. Well, I don't want to bring the Black woman down. How about I say that? Why are we over here bringing Sierra down? She's a Black woman. She already has it hard. She already faces stereotypes. So I'm not about to bring her down. Y'all do that to us all the time. So if you really want us to be out here holding other women accountable, y'all got to do the same. It can't just be us. We're always doing it. And then you got some women out here trying to hold a group of men accountable. That's not our place. That's not our job because we're not men. So I agree with that part.
Okay behavior. I personally haven't seen the video. I only saw the thumbnail on this thing with her back and then she's bending down, just something covering her ass. But if that was my wife, man, hell no, I wouldn't be okay with that. And I wouldn't be okay with the fact that she thinks it's okay for her to do something like that in front of millions of people.
I think you have to realize that most women in our culture aren't wives. So, I mean, I think when you realize that women won't ever hold that behavior accountable because most of the women in our culture are not wives or even maybe wanting to be wives. So we can't have a screening culture when the majority of the women will say, that's fine, that's great. That man's insecurity has a problem. If there's a shame, it'll be like for the very bare minimum of women. They'll probably be shouted down by the other women in the beehive, I guess.
And yeah, that goes to what I said earlier about how she probably has.
You know, men love to bring up the fact that majority of Black women are not wives, but it's because our men don't marry us. Y'all impregnate and y'all abandon. That's what y'all do. Y'all don't want to make a family. Y'all don't prioritize family. Y'all create babies, you lay up with women, and then you abandon us. Because I believe is it Hink? He didn't grow up with a father because he said his role model was Walter Payton. I think that was his name. I had to look him up. Yeah, Walter Payton was his role model because I'm sure his dad wasn't there. So don't skip that part. If majority of Black women are not wives, it's a reflection of men. Okay? Because y'all have kids. Y'all have kids. If you can lay up with a woman and create a baby, you can marry her. That's how I see it. Because marriage and babies, it's the same commitment. It's a long life commitment. It's the same thing. So what's the difference? Y'all can lay up and make babies, but you can't marry? I call BS. So if we're not married, it's because our men don't marry us. They just impregnate us and abandon us. And they abandon their responsibilities. Yeah, they love telling half the story. They love blaming the parent that stayed and did what they had to do and didn't just walk from their responsibilities. But they love to give grace and somehow just skip all responsibility and accountability to the person that left and abandoned them. It's crazy.
As a circle of friends who got, or a network, and they all gas her. Even if you go, you kind of look into like the comment section or whatever, it's all women mostly talking about, oh, get it, yeah, she did that, she killing it, she got all the balance and all this stuff. So to Cliff's point, he's right. Women need to hold each other accountable on that kind of stuff. I mean, they have a restaurant, I think with the Sugar Factory got a couple of places out there where they just let you twerk in the dining room. And so it's kind of a cultural issue. And so that's kind of at the beginning of the conversation when I said, if that's the worst thing that she's done is twerk, given not just what Sierra does, but the entire culture around twerking has kind of evolved to where it's, people are trying to push it to become like this normal thing. And so if we're going to deal in the reality, if that's the worst thing that Sierra has done, it's not something that I like, or I would probably be the person to be like, Sierra, you got to take that down. But what's going on? Unless there's some big check involved, like that bottle she had on her head.
You got it.
If they paid her $1 million to do that or whatever, then okay, okay, it'll be the news would be.
You would do the indecent proposal. You would do the indecent proposal. Remember that movie from the 90s when the rich man said, "Can I have
Shay, you offered her $1 million."
Shay,
I mean, if it's just, I haven't seen a decent proposal. I know the movie you're talking about.
You don't have to see the whole movie. It's just this rich man said he wanted one night with this other man's wife, and he offered $1 million cash.
No, I probably wouldn't be going for that. But if they offer my wife,
why would you go for the bottle? Why would you go for the sponsorship? It's the same demon.
I mean, and again,
no, man, you can't compare those two things together.
Hey, can I say something?
Mike,
if that was flipped. If that was flipped to where the woman was offered $1 million, I want to see how many of them chicks would say no.
Every woman would say, "Go get the money, baby."
Listen, my only biggest
man, yeah, virgin.
Well, that's what you call the 2021 hope.
My only biggest contention with this whole thing is that I thought that's like she was supposed to be a wife, and like she's not supposed to be doing all this whole shit no more. I thought that was the whole thing, like why people were praising her. Oh,
modern women have blended whole
and
shit
she turned. But then like you said, when the posting, it'd be okay if the bottom she got a sponsorship and it was $1 million and she was just posing. It wasn't like she was twerking. That was just a photo and you were branding that, and you might have knew who she was. You might know who she was. Whatever it is, it's just like a billboard photo or something, and she's getting a bag off of that. But if she's doing it for her own pleasure and it's just to do whatever, I'm like, why are you posting this? What's the point of this?
But Sway.
Hold on. I was trying to get to the point where she. Fuck, you made me lose my thought. Go ahead.
I have to pause them there for a sec. You see how men only care about money? They're okay with it if she's getting a bag, but she can't upload it for herself. Like right now, prime example, I'm doing workout videos. Mind you, the workout videos that I'm doing, I'm recording them in an all women's gym. You know, I have men online judging me saying things like, why would she wear that in the gym? Why is she wearing that in the gym? And it's like, first of all, I'm in an all women's gym, so I shouldn't have to be concerned about what I'm wearing at the gym. I shouldn't have to be concerned about what I'm wearing at a gym, even if I wasn't going to an all women's gym. But men like to sexualize you at the gym. This is why I'm at an all women's gym. But men love to make assumptions. So they're out here sexualizing my workout videos. I'm out here encouraging women who don't want to work out like myself to go to the gym. And I told them, hey, I'm in an all women's gym. I feel comfortable in here. Because I was so used to wearing t-shirts and leggings in the gym now I have the confidence, now that I'm in a space, in a gym where it's mainly all women, where I can wear my crop tops and my two-piece legging suit. I mean, it's motivating for me to go. When you feel good, when you look good, you feel good. And when you're working out and you're trying to improve your health, of course you want to admire the hard work that you're putting in. Why does it have to be about men though? It's not about y'all. Y'all make everything that has to do with a woman's body about men. And I don't understand that. So it's like Sierra could upload this twerk video and it really didn't have nothing to do with men. And if women are in the comment section, you know, cheering her on, it's because we understand what it's like to be a woman and let our hair down and have some fun and admire our bodies, whether it's an art form like dance. It's just you don't like twerking because you don't like how other men are seeing her. But instead of making this conversation about men having self-control and how they shouldn't lust after a married woman, they want to make it about what the woman should be doing. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why are you not telling men not to look at a married woman with lustful eyes? Wouldn't that make more sense? You know, this whole life has been about women need to hold other women accountable. Why y'all not holding other men accountable? Why are y'all making it acceptable for a man to lust after your wife? Oh, that's too much like accountability. I know. Too much like logic, huh? I know. Yeah. If a woman is married, a man shouldn't be lusting after her. That's a conversation that I thought would have been brought up in this, but of course it didn't, because that's too much like accountability and holding men and other men accountable on a panel like this. Y'all want us to hold women accountable? You got to do your part, like I said. And we can't do our part if you're not holding men accountable. Because I can guarantee you, the women that do, because there are some women out here that do it for attention. They wouldn't do it for attention if men weren't out here lusting like they do. So I'm in the gym working on my body, working on my health, encouraging other women to do the same. And I'm being judged like I'm out here trying to sell my body. I'm not selling leggings. I'm not selling a waist trainer. I'm not selling tea. I'm not selling a protein shake. I'm not selling nothing in the gym. I'm encouraging women to work out, and I'm being sexualized by men and judged by men like I'm out here thirst trapping. And then my trainer, I told him, I said, listen, when you record me, can you not record me from behind? Because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I had to come to him and say that. But there was one video where I said, listen, I do want you to get my back fat. And he had to record me from the back, and men were sexualizing my videos. And we're just trying to show women how to get back fat. Because if you can get your back fat, it can make your waist look slimmer. So if you can build your back up, it'll bring in your waist. That's what that video is about. But no, men made the video about themselves and about their lust and about how they have no control over their flesh. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. And I'm tired of that because I'm not in the gym for men. I'm not in the gym to thirst. I don't need to thirst. I get attention, so I don't need to be thirsting in the gym. That's stupid. And then if I was really thirsting, I would wear makeup. I would wear a wig. I don't have no makeup on. I don't have no wig on. I'm sweating. Come on, seriously? But everything is about men, though. Everything is about men. Everything is about men. It's not. I'm not in the gym for y'all. If I was in the gym for y'all, I wouldn't show up because y'all just a disappointment sometimes. So it's like if I'm working on my fitness to get a man, and y'all know how y'all like the ghost, y'all know how y'all like to abandon, y'all know how y'all like to control and manipulate, I wouldn't show up. I'm just being honest. I would not show up in the gym if I was doing it for men. I would not show up. I would skip. Just being honest. It's not worth it. I'm showing up for me, and I'm encouraging other women to do the same. Show up for you.
My bad.
That's cool. Awesome.
No, but my thing is she's not your version of what a wife is, but she's a version of what Russell's wife is. It's still his wife.
I'm just confused as what does she
But
do?
everybody has a
people say
different
she's an
idea
entertainer,
what a
right?
wife
Or
is,
she's
though.
like some influencer. But what does she actually do for money? What is she? I thought she was supposed to be chilling at the crib. What does she do for
She's
a job?
not chilling at the crib. She's not a housewife, bro.
But what did she actually do? I don't know what she does. I've never heard of her.
That's the point, my brother. We don't know what she does.
Well, she doesn't do anything.
You don't know that?
She's
a mother of 3. You know what I mean?
She's an irrelevant R&B artist.
Oh, irrelevant. I was like, who? I'm like confused. So I thought she was.
No, she ain't relevant no more. She's irrelevant.
So I'm just saying, like, it'd be one thing if she was doing that post for a purpose, but if she's not doing it for any purpose, like she's not, she's just doing it for attention, like some Aisha Carey's type of style stuff.
No, she was
like,
trash.
I'm confused. That's my biggest part. But if she was doing it, like you said, she had a bottle, it was just a photo, and she that was her job, and he knew that was her job, and he was okay with that. But if she don't do nothing and she just doing that for her own self pleasure, I'm like, that's where I get the biggest.
She's getting paid for the entertainment. Like, she got money for doing this. Maybe
guaranteed.
That's how marketing works. I mean, her brand, her IG, all of that.
Not all job, not all money, good money, right?
All money, good money, brother. Don't be telling nobody motherfucking nothing. I'm hating when your brothers say that not all money is good money. Okay, the only equalizer that hold on. Let me make you all know one thing. Okay. No. Let me make you all know one thing, my brothers. There's one equalizer in this world, and it's called money. Money don't see color.
Tell them, Gary.
Money don't see race. Money don't see sex. But the more of it, the more talk you got. So all you brothers, and the only people that think all money ain't good money is people who ain't got no money.
If you have to pimp your girl out for money, it's bad money. That's all I gotta say. If she ain't your girl and she just these random chicks.
Are you telling me somebody showing their back is pimping? What is happening in the 2020?
Yo, you said there's no thing is bad money. I'm telling you that there is a thing is bad money. As a man, if you gotta pimp your girl out, that's bad money. I'm not saying that's what he did, but you said there was no thing is bad money. That's my only contention with that one thing you said. I think there is a thing is bad money. As a man,
cool.
There's some, or you doing some crazy stuff like trafficking stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not
gonna. I don't watch another man what he does. Like I said, there ain't no such thing as bad money because I ain't making it for you and you ain't making it for fucking me. We don't know where anybody comes from. So we, as men, we cannot be so judgmental. That's a female's job. We have to watch out.
Man, that is a logical. That is not judging to see something so logical, and you want to say that's being judgmental. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. What the funk is this? Check my channel.
Brother, we don't have to act like that. Like, I will never swear at a brother because I'm a grown man. I don't call what you say. If I don't agree with you, I don't say you're talking BS. No, man, there's no reason to speak like that. We're men.
Dumb shit.
See what I mean?
That's why
brothers, you don't got to talk like that.
We don't need the ad hominem attack.
But that's female shit. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I'll never disrespect a man. You know why? Because we men. And I think you all while y'all feel this way a little bit, y'all let women disrespect you. I don't agree with that because I've heard men.
But I've heard you okay with Russell being disrespected by the what?
How is he being disrespected? Please tell me. Sorry about that.
Why you yelling, dog?
No. My mic is. I got one of those really good mics. Sorry. My bad.
Okay. My bad. I'm gonna let you slide because your mic is great, Gary. Good job.
No. I don't got a camera.
I don't care about your camera, brother. I don't care about that. But I'm trying to figure out why you're so loud.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe I need to turn my volume down. I don't know.
My bad. I'll taper it down a little bit. All right. But I don't know how taking a picture of somebody's back
we don't have to yell.
Is whole shit in 2021. Whole shit to me.
Gary, have you seen the video?
Of a woman dancing? I'm from Jamaica, brother. We used to rubber dub woman. So we don't really find something big in dancing.
That's nice. But did you see the video of Sierra?
No, I didn't see a video.
So why are you speaking on? You haven't even seen the video.
Gary, is she naked? Can I ask a question? I seen that. Is she naked? Does she show any part of her body except for her back?
Okay, wait, Gary.
Yes or no?
Let's clear it up right now, Gary. She had a little bit.
Did she get naked?
She had a little booty out. She had a little bit of some thigh out.
Can you see her ass? Yes or no?
I mean, you can't see no booty.
No, so your imagination is this girl being a whore? Because you can't see her ass.
Right.
You can see her
You
back.
so angry and you haven't even seen the fucking video.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
angry,
can-
brother. Please.
See, this, so y'all know how I've been highlighting the male logic. The reason why they're upset is because they're sexualizing her. See, us women, when we saw the video, this is the difference between female logic and male logic. When we saw the video, we're like, oh, this is artsy, this is creative. We're not thinking, oh my God, she's so like, oh my God, this is what she be doing in the bedroom. Da, da, da. But that's where the mindset of men went. That's not the mindset of where women went when we saw that video. That's why she was getting praised in the comment section. So the reason why they have an issue with it was because they were looking at her lustfully, sexually. And they thought to themselves, how I feel so aroused right now. I would not want my wife to be on Instagram twerking like this. So that's why they're bothered. Okay, let's make this very clear. They were lustful. They probably got a hard on. Let's keep it all the way real. We're grown. We're grown. So they got a hard on from that video, and they're like, "Oh my God, I wouldn't want my wife to post this video like this because I'm hard right now, and I'm on Instagram." Why are you looking at her like that? You a married man. Why are you looking at her like that? Accountability. Remember, accountability, right? Why are you looking at her like that? You shouldn't even be looking at a married woman like that. Why are you looking at her like that? So I really want to know where do the boundaries come in for men here? Because where does the accountability come in for men here? You shouldn't be looking at a married woman like that. Antoine. Okay, let me continue. See, they told on themselves. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Don't get defensive. You can't get defensive in the beginning. You got to allow it to build up, because the more men talk, the more they tell on themselves. So just relax. Let them open up, let them talk, and then when they tell on themselves, then you go in for the kill. But you don't do it in the beginning. You got to wait.
I don't get angry. I told you we're speaking with men. Why would I get angry? That makes no sense.
Gary, the point you're making, Gary, the point you're making isn't necessarily false. That we don't know what's going on in people's households. We don't know what their relationship is like. If there was some kind of check involved for Sierra, we don't know those details. So you're not wrong in what you're saying in terms of like, men are gonna allow their women to do whatever. We don't know the details. So, this goes for a lot of things where men let their wives pose for Playboy, men let their wives do all kinds of stuff that we don't know the intimate details. So you're not wrong. But I think where the confusion is the optics. You know what I mean? We're not necessarily talking about reality. We're talking about how it looks to our children, how things look online, all that kind of stuff. So, and what we're debating is what she did.
Why are children on social media?
Does that help Russell Wilson? We're talking sports. Russell and them are trying to play. They got a game today. Does this do anything to benefit Russ? And is this attention somehow going to be weighing on him? He up at the line of scrimmage. You got a linebacker saying, "Damn, Sierra Booty was looking real nice. I can't wait to look at that again later at halftime," or something like that. We all can say that Russ shouldn't care and all of that. That's
again, where is the accountability for men? Why are men looking at a married woman with lustful eyes? Why is that not a boundary for men? Where is the accountability for men? You see how they love to shift the accountability onto us? Because women, we're not sexualizing Sierra. When we saw Sierra, we saw artsy. We saw her being a dancer. She's a dancer, y'all. She even has a non-profit organization behind dance. She promotes it on her Instagram. And I'm going to bring it up. Because another thing, male content creators on this app, y'all don't do research. Okay? Y'all don't do research. It frustrates me, because a lot of your answers could have been answered. I mean, a lot of your questions could have been answered if you just would have did some simple clicks, swipes. So I don't understand that. So my thing is, attracted. Somebody says, somebody said that straight women are not sexually attracted to her. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you sexualizing her though? In order for you to get to that point of seeing her in a way that's sexual, you have to sexualize her. Do you not understand that bodies in other places of the world, the woman's anatomy is not always seen as sexual? Women cannot even breastfeed out in public without somebody sexualizing her. Why is that? And then, men love to talk about how they're kings and stuff, but y'all forget about when we lived among tribes, our breasts were seen as nurturing. We were able to feed a community. It was symbolic of spirituality. So don't allow Western society to fool you. So you have to sexualize her in order for her to be seen in that way. And if she's a wife, that is a boundary you should not cross as a man, correct? But again, that's like holding someone accountable. It's just something to think about. It's something to think about. Like, why are you looking at her like that? I use the same example of me being in the gym. Why are men sexualizing me in the gym? Seriously? I'm not uploading videos for you. Sorry, they're not for you. They're not. They're not. So, and I'm pretty sure the promotion that Sierra was doing on her Instagram, that wasn't for men. That was for her followers. Majority of her followers are women. So if you seen her on Instagram doing that and you were sexualizing her, you need to look at yourself. Oh my gosh.
Cool. But the question is what Sierra did benefiting anybody but Sierra? Now, we don't know the details, so we can't make an absolute statement, yes or no, one way or the other. Me personally, I'm not saying that I'm okay with it. I'm only saying if that's the worst thing she did, then compared to some of these other wives of public figures who do a lot more for a lot less reward, then that's one conversation. But I'm not saying that it's okay. I think to Sway's point, the narrative is this is okay. That if you're a man somewhere and your wife is like Sierra, she's a beautiful woman, whatever, you shouldn't have a problem with her doing this online because she's coming home to you. That's true if you believe that, but the point of saying it's not okay is also true. We can still have the standard of we just don't want, we're all human beings. We may not want to say, that makes our marriage feel insecure. Or that makes me think things about you that I don't want to think as my wife. So we may not want to say that as men, but we could feel like you having your ass online, that makes me insecure about a certain thing. So, it's just the optics. Plus, I have a daughter, but my daughter's a Seattle Seahawks fan. She follows her on Twitter, and now she got to see
to answer. Incoming call.
So that's what's debated, I think.
Hey, Cal, also this, man, the woman has already shown she has a bad judgment of character already. She has bad judgment for me, period. I mean, with the men she has dated, the men who she had a baby with. I mean, these are bad decisions that she's making. So, what is she doing that okay? Hello? I know Gary don't think it's okay because it's just showing her back and a bottle and all that dancing. It's not showing anything special. But still, these are still signs of bad judgment calls. So she gonna continue this bad judgment.
Hey, yo, Blake, turn your mic off, bro.
Hey, somebody needs to put their mic on mute.
And plus,
she's gonna continue. She's
the
gonna
last
continue
couple
to
times we
make
saw
bad
Sierra,
judgments.
she was juking. So I mean, I think that you're right that she has made some poor decisions, or she's got some, some basic tendencies. Because the last few times we've seen Sierra, it's been her juking or her twerking or her dancing some kind of way.
She's a dancer.
Again, she might be getting Instagram checks behind this that we just don't hear about or don't know about, because then we might judge her, oh, she doing this just for money. It might play to her benefit to just do it to make it look like she's just trying to have fun. Because again, the culture of twerking driven by women is trying to make it normal. Where your school teacher and your lawyer, they all can twerk. You got doctors twerking in the middle of surgeries. You got in the middle of litigation. You got all this stuff. Bus driver twerking, picking up kids. So they're trying to normalize it. So I don't hate on Sierra specifically, as if she's not just another woman doing what the culture says to do. So, and if that's all I got to deal with is, damn, everybody saw my girls. I mean, people got girlfriends and wives on Facebook who they just regular people who have pictures that be doing too much. They show themselves in the gym with the spandex on, and we all know why you took that picture and put it up, even though we all know you married with kids and all of that. So it's not just Sierra, it's a cultural thing. So to Gary's point, are we all gonna
Y'all, we can't do nothing. We can't even wear spandex to the gym. We can't even admire ourselves in the gym. I mean, oh my God, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. We can't even admire ourselves in the gym, honey. They are doing this for the betterment of mankind while being disrespectful. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I agree. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. I couldn't agree more. We can't do anything, basically. Okay.
gonna lose our mind over that when she could be Cardi B? There's video. I could pull up a video and look at Cardi B titties right now if I wanted to. I can't necessarily say that about Sierra. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, man, say something real quick. I agree with Kyle and what the brother Hank said completely. I think it's a lot more deeper than what we're looking at it. I think that the fact that because Sierra and Russell Westbrook are, is so-called an ideal or dream relationship for a lot of Black women and a lot of single mothers in our community. They aspire to have a relationship like Sierra, like especially if they're a single mother. So the fact that she's twerking and her husband is allowing it on live for millions of people to look at it, this is going to inspire other women in the same position who are married to do the same thing and think it's okay to twerk on their lives, twerk on their social media, knowing that their man doesn't like that. And to me, I'm young. I'm 25, about to be 26, December 25th. And on my social media, all you see is nothing but Black women with a pathological desire to twerk in front of the camera. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but every Instagram, every TikTok, everything that I see is they always got to turn around, show their little cheeks, and do the little dance and stuff like that, which is cute. But I don't think we're looking at it on a deeper scale and more.
Now, sir, because he told on himself, okay? Yoni is going to hold men accountable, okay? Sir, if you go to my Instagram news feed, you don't see a bunch of Black women with their ass in front of the camera. You don't. You want to know why? Because I don't follow women like that. I don't. So if you have a bunch of women on your newsfeed on Instagram with their ass in the camera, that says more about you. Because in order for that to be in your newsfeed, you have to follow certain pages, sir. So it's hypocritical. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm not into shaming women who do post that type of content, because you have men that support it. You have men that like it. You have men that subscribe and follow and lust and praise. They in the DMs of a lot of these women. So I'm not about to sit up here and shame. That doesn't make sense. So, sir, you told on yourself. Why is your news feed filled with that type of content? Is it because that's what you're into? Oh, okay. You see how they shift the blame? And then it's like you're praising, when you follow pages like that, you praise that behavior. So again, a woman like myself can only do so much. A woman like myself can only do so much. If women are not getting attention from men, they're not going to post that type of content. But you are the number one supporters of that type of content. My news feed is filled with diversity. I follow white people, Black people, Latinas, and then I also follow Nigerians. I mean, it's cultural. My news feed is culture. And it's different cultures, different communities. And the reason why I do that is to keep my mind sane and balanced. And I also try to keep my news feed normal. You know, I don't follow a lot of pages that are just basically just celebrities, just Instagram models, because that's not real life. So the pages I follow are very balanced, very realistic. They're real life. So if you're out here following those type of pages, that's a choice that you're making and you're supporting that behavior. So it's hypocritical for you to sit up here and want to call out this behavior when you're the number one supporter of it. It doesn't make any sense. So again, you want me to hold women accountable, but then you're supporting the very behavior that you're calling out, and you expect for me to hold women accountable. I'm not doing that. It doesn't even make sense. No logical sense at all. And how much you want to bet a lot of these men follow those type of pages. So it it doesn't make any sense.
Thing, right? When Sierra posted that video of her twerking, right? This is now allowing other dudes, brothers from the community, to look at his wife in a temptation type of way. And before, right? Yes, people wanted Sierra, but when you see her moving like that, that increases temptation for the average man. And we know, yes, you know, it's bad to think about sleeping with your brother's wife. That creates war, that creates beef between villages and family and cities and things like that. I just don't think we're looking at it from that perspective. How can actually create internal beef amongst brothers by seeing that? You know what I mean? And that's all I got to say.
So why not hold those men accountable, sir? Why are you putting the blame on the woman? Like I said, in order for a woman to be seen sexually, she has to be sexualized. She has to be sexualized. If she's not being sexualized, she's not being seen as sexual. So why are you sexualizing her? Stop sexualizing women. I mean, we can't dance. We can't wear tights. We can't work out in the gym. We can't do anything because you guys like to shift accountability onto women for existing, for living. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, some of the stuff that I see on Instagram, would I post it? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because I know how people are. This is the same girl that doesn't have an OnlyFans or a fans only because of how it looks. I'm a single woman. I take my dating life very seriously. Okay. And I don't like what that gives off. So I don't have a OnlyFans or a fans only. I also don't post certain pictures because, once again, I take my dating life serious. Because you have men out here who think like this. And so because I'm weighing out my options and I want as many options as I can possibly get, I don't post that type of stuff. I'm more reserved. I'm also mysterious. You're not going to know all of my business because I want you to get to know me. If I'm posting everything, showing everything, ain't much to get to know. So because of that, I don't show everything. Also, if I was in a relationship or a marriage, I still wouldn't post content like this. And the reason is because when it comes to my relationship, I have to consider my man's feelings. Okay. And if Russell is out here praising Sierra, clearly he was okay with it. So her man is okay. She considered his feelings clearly because he was in the comment section praising her. Now, when I post content like that, I don't have a reason to post content like that. I'm not selling or promoting rum. So I don't need to post content like that. So I think men need to get realistic. You know, I'm really big on, you know, men, they consider our feelings, but we also have to consider theirs. And some men, they're not going to be comfortable with that. They're not going to be comfortable with you being put out here on social media and being lusted after. It will make him uncomfortable. And I feel the same way. You know, it's just in reverse. I don't want my man on Instagram following these type of women online because I know what comes with that. Men are out here sexualizing her. I don't want my man out here sexualizing a woman and liking her photos. I don't like that. So if you don't want me posting content like that, don't like content like that, don't follow content like that. Sex sells. Sex has been selling since before I was born. And it has always been a thing. And it will forever be a thing. Thanks to men. Because men are the bigger buyers of sex. They are the biggest buyers of sex. And I would love for someone to do some clinical research on how much men spend on sex every year, even if it's just Pornhub. I would love to see what those numbers are. So, I mean, they're complaining about the very thing that they buy, they support, they blow their money on. So it's like, how can you complain about the very thing that you love? It's just crazy to me.
There are uncomfortable truths about men and women. Like my brother Gary said earlier, if the $1 million was offered to have that sex, the woman probably like, baby, just take it. It's $1 million. For the men's, the uncomfortable reality about us, we're very territorial, regardless of how many women we're talking to. We want them all to ourselves. We don't want them talking to nobody else, especially let alone our main chick. We don't want her doing nothing what other dudes would think about her in any type of way. You know what I mean? Unless we're around. Like Gary said, he go to the beach with his wife, but I doubt he would want his wife going by herself. I doubt any of us want our wives going by ourselves, looking sexy, trying to show off to other men, because we already know what time it is. And that's just one of the uncomfortable realities about men, and we'll forever be territorial over our women. And I think there's goods and bads to that, because we'll protect them, we'll die for them, we'll do whatever we can for them. But then there's also that, weird thing where women is like, how can you talk to multiple women, but you're supposed to be only for us? I mean, so
I think her name is Six the Goddess. She made a good point when she said, if men are not territorial over you, they won't protect you. They won't provide for you. But see, there has to be boundaries that come with that mindset. There does. There has to be boundaries. And I agree. If you go out into the wild, if you see a male animal territorial over a female animal, okay, and like I said, mating is nature. We are here to mate, people. You will see how that male animal will protect her. So I think it's about, when we say men are territorial, there are benefits that come with that. They provide for you, they protect you. Well, they should. The ones that are not out here providing and protecting, committing, they shouldn't have any type of they shouldn't have that territorial privilege. So I agree to a certain extent, but it comes with boundaries and it comes with balance. And sometimes these men, they like to dictate what you do, what you wear, where you're going, but then they're not doing their end of the bargain. Protect, provide, take care of their kids, be emotionally available. So you can want to be territorial all day, but if you're not doing your job, then you're just controlling. You're just controlling. That's all you are. It's just controlling, manipulative, and that's it. So the only way that this works, because in nature, even with animals, when they mate, that woman is being protected. She's being cared for. She's being looked after. She's being all of those things. Rightfully so, because he's taking care of her. He's protecting her. So he has every right to be territorial over that. If a man is not territorial over you, he's not trying to protect you. It's just, it is what it is. But this comes with compromise. This comes with the understanding that it definitely goes both ways, but differently. And like I said, if my man, he has this mindset for whatever reason, I'm going to consider his feelings, but I need for him to consider mine as well. And like I said, this comes with compromise. If he don't want me on Instagram like that, I don't want him on Instagram following certain pages and liking certain photos. It is what it is. So we have to come to a common ground and understanding as wife and husband that if we are going to do this, you have to consider my feelings just as much as I consider yours. It's not a one-way street. Otherwise, it's very controlling, it's very manipulative and territorial, and it's like you're not doing your end of the bargain. So this conversation, I agree to a certain extent, but it comes with boundaries. and respect. Some of these men want to be territorial over you, but they don't want to commit. They don't want to marry you. They don't want to protect you. They don't want to provide. They don't want to look after you. And I don't agree with that. If you're going to be territorial over me, you need to do your end of the bargain as well. Like it's a two-way street.
It's a give and take. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want my wife doing that. I don't think any of y'all want y'all wives doing that. So that's just kind of how we all.
Chief, what you think? You've been in for a little minute. What you got on it, Chief?
My thing is, all right. First, what's the guy named Duke? When he said that black women are on Instagram twerking, white women are twerking too. White women are baby moms. Adele is a baby mom right now. She's
it's everywhere.
What's his name? Jeff Bezos' wife, new girls are baby moms. This idea that only black women are just out here fucking babies, it's a culture that we live in. And it's not only limited to black women. It's just like maybe you're around a lot of black women, so you think there's only black women doing this dumb shit, but everybody else is all for the fuckery. This idea.
Yeah, but Chief, I don't care about white women.
Yeah, no.
I'm with you there, Hank.
I'm not saying
my
that. I'm
preference
just saying
is what
that
I like.
this idea
I
that
care less about them. Them white women can do it all day. I don't want to see my sister doing that.
That's fine, but I'm just saying this idea that only black women's out here being ratchet and shit is false. It's not true. And the whole point, what I'm saying is, like, I don't really care what another man and his wife do in their relationship. Will I have my girl on Twitter or Instagram twerking? No, but that's me. I don't care what other people do in their relationship. It's just me personally. I don't think Russell is less of a man because his wife twerks. I'm sure he get a lot of respect in the locker room. These niggas ain't disrespecting Russell in that locker room. This idea that Russell is a simp or soft or whatever,
they're not
that's
anymore.
Not true.
All the guys who disrespected got traded. That's what that is. Because Russell Wilson, if you want to go investigate on why he got divorced in the first place, you know, you'll kind of understand that when Russell was in the league, his first 5 years, he wasn't no alpha male. He was not getting respect like that at all.
Bro, this alpha male shit, we gotta stop this shit.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
I'm with you.
He's supposed to be the leader. All these kinds of things in regards to his position on the team. He was not getting no respect. You know, you can go holler at Golden Tate about that. And so, Russell Wilson's actually the perfect person for this to happen to, because he is kind of, his personality says that, you know, is he like a leader? Is he like a beta person? What is he really?
So and the girl that cheated on him was a white girl, right? And the white girl cheated on him, and she didn't get any backlash. But Sierra just twerked, and everybody's losing their freaking mind.
Okay, I think I missed a super chat. Let me pull up her comment because I feel bad. Kwamoon. Hey, Aquarius sister, how are you doing? She said, I promise if their wives were Sierra and they had money of Russell, they would have no problem with it. They are projecting. They act like they don't have a past of partners. Men like this are toxic. You look great. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Thank you. That's very true. That's very true. But listen, Chief came through. Okay, Gary and Chief, they held it down and kept it real. And this is why I wanted to bring this conversation onto the platform, because it really lacks accountability for men. It's like, why are you looking at this woman sexually? You're upset. You're bothered by it because you're sexualizing this woman's wife. Why are you doing that? And if you're a Christian man, that's a sin. You shouldn't be lusting after another man's wife. So if you want to talk about how Sierra's a Christian woman, she's this and she's that, oh, okay, that's great. But if you're so concerned with her religion, I'm assuming you're a Christian man. Why are you looking at her like that? You shouldn't be lusting after a man's wife. And if you're this bothered, it's because you're sexualizing her.
Oh man, I'm not losing
so
my mind.
Twerking is wrong, but cheating is fine. Like, yo, you can cheat on a nigga, but don't twerk.
You gotta let a hoe be a hoe, man. That's all you can do. She's a hoe and let her be a hoe.
Hey, let Blake talk.
Blake, you there?
All right, can you hear me?
your mic when you're talking, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's the end, you guys. But I just wanted to bring this onto the platform. I also, before we leave, I'm sorry, I didn't get to bring more callers on because I didn't know if my camera battery was gonna last. So, and I didn't want to make this live longer than 2 hours, but it's like we still are at 2 hours. But I wanted to show men that Sierra is out here making money. And this is why I would like male content creators, yes, please do more research. Okay. And then also, hold on, let me show y'all my Instagram right now. I want to show you my Instagram because I want you guys to see how my news feed is not filled with that stuff. I don't know. It's Saturday or it's Friday night. Let's see. Let's see what my Instagram is filled with. Hold on, let's see. Because I don't mind putting myself on blast. Am I sharing my screen? Okay. Because he said on my, I don't know who it was. What was his name? But he said on his screen, his news feed is filled with, black women twerking, right? Let's go. Oh, I love Fashion Bomb Daily. Look at these black women fully dressed. Let's continue. This is about to be good. Oh, another black woman fully dressed. Look at her. Now, is she sexualizing herself, y'all? Or is she just dancing and having fun? Okay, let's continue. Okay, that's apartment hunting. Ooh, I follow pages like the Black Man Can. Y'all can, y'all just lazy. Let's continue. Black and Happy. That is so funny to me. Okay, now I do follow her for her workout videos. But again, y'all sexualizing her. Who is this? What that food done? They've been going crazy. Let's continue. Why are all these black love pages? They just popping up. Hollywood Unlocked. I love this family. The Neighborhood. I Am Zoe. Another black woman fully dressed. Another black woman fully dressed. I don't understand. Lisa, that's my girl. Tawana White, that's my girl. Okay, y'all get it. Yeah, basically, y'all get it. Y'all get it? Okay. Y'all get it. Y'all get the point. So again, if you out here following pages that are mainly women shaking, that's a choice. You're following those pages. You support those pages. Let's go to Sierra's account. Because I wanted to show you guys some things. Okay, so 10-1 is her brand. If you want to know about Sierra, just look at her highlights. So she is partnered with 10 to 1 Rum. She was also on Forbes because of it. She shouted them out. So if you don't know about Sierra, she's out here making boss moves. She's making investments. She's creating a legacy for her children. This is the owner that she's partnered with. He's a black man. Let's continue. Hold on, let me.
Why there?
All right, you guys, I'm so excited to share with you all. We have the limited edition of this special bottle of 10 to 1. It is our Oloroso Sherry Cask Finished Caribbean Dark Rum.
Caribbean.
One for the holidays.
She said Caribbean. Okay, so what does that tell you? Rum, Caribbean, twerking, culture. Gary, where are you at, sir? Please come to the front. Where are you at? Let's continue though.
Perfect for the fall, perfect for the winter as well. We only have 1,000 bottles. So you want to make sure you are up in that line to get that because it's very special and tastes so good. You got the perfect combination of honey and spice. Everything nice. Get you some 10 to 1. Holidays, holla.
Okay. I think this is her being a dancer. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me turn off this. Oh no. Lita by Sierra is her clothing brand. So people are always wondering, well, why is she relevant? What does she do? I'm showing you what she does. She's always promoting her brand, her line of clothing and fashion, if you did not know. And I forgot, her line is in a store, but I forget the name of the store. But let's move on. Human Nation is her charity. Okay, because she's a dancer. She has merch, if you didn't know. Let's continue. She reposts dancers dancing while wearing her merch. Jesus, y'all. This is ridiculous. The fact that I even have to do this, but I got time because, people love to come for Black women for just existing. So I got time. She's a dancer, but let's continue. The fact that I even have to do this.
And to, be a part of the Coles family is really special for us as well. So I want to share with you all some of my favorite pieces from Human Nation. I'm actually wearing one of them now. And got my leggings on and my crop top. Yeah. And then also I have on my rack some of my favorites. I'm a huge fan of monochromatic, coloring and just like I'm doing right now, the same is kind of my thing. You can mix it up how you want to. Obviously, we have here this nice, cool tan, which is one of my favorites. We also have it in black as well.
And they out here judging this woman. She has a fragrance. It's called RNC. If you didn't know. Listen, her and Russell are out here building a legacy. Okay, let me turn the music off. They're out here building a legacy, and you got grown men on the internet judging. Oh my gosh. And then she promotes leveling up. She is a dancer. I don't understand. So, okay, enough of that. Like I said, if you do some research, you will quickly see. This wasn't the first time that Sierra was promoting this brand, 10 to 1. So this was a video that she did, and she tagged And she was doing a balance challenge. This was great marketing. So I don't know. She's an entertainer. It was good marketing, in my opinion. Because, you know, when you're a dancer, you hop on challenges. People do it all the time. This is another one. This is her promoting the brand. Lala is supporting her. This is when she went to the White House. I think she was sponsored to go to the White House to encourage people to get vaccinated. Hold on, but there was another photo down here towards the end here. I'm trying to find it. Also, this isn't the first time that Sierra has posted certain stuff to her Instagram. Like she did this, but again, she was posting and promoting her line, Lita by Sierra. So again, and she posted this to TikTok. So people keep asking dumb questions like, how is she relevant? What is she selling? This is another photo of her selling 10-1 rum. Another one. This is the owner, a black man. Okay, I'm done. She became an investor. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. So, yeah, these men are still in the strip clubs. Thank you. Is it Cassandra? Yeah, they y'all, the real issue with this is the fact that Sierra is married. Sierra had a baby daddy named Future, and he was the bad guy. And men are upset about it. They're upset about the fact that she was able to level up and improve her life afterwards. She's working, literally, she's working. So, two things with the 10-1 video that she did with her balancing or whatever. There was a challenge that she was doing. She's a dancer. So she participated in a challenge. It's not like she just uploaded this twerking video and she thought like, okay, let me participate in this challenge and let me also promote my product, my brand. She got paid to do that. So that literally debunks their whole conversation because I researched. And you know what? I didn't even have to do extensive research. I just went on to her IG and I was like, let me look at her highlights and see what she's up to. And I'm like, oh, okay. So she's really? So yeah, just throwing that out there. She's a dancer. She has merch and Kohl's. She also, I don't know if Lita by Sierra is in Kohl's too, or if it's in a different franchise. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But y'all, her whole Instagram is business. Everything that she posts to Instagram is strictly business. It's her promoting either her fragrance, her clothing line, her merch, her alcoholic beverage. Oh, she's in Nordstrom. That's where I saw her. Okay, I'm like, yeah, she's in Nordstrom. Her clothing line is in Nordstrom's. So her whole Instagram account is business. Is business, is business, is business. And I think she's doing a very good job as an influencer. So that's why she's relevant. She's very inspiring. And it's not that she's just a wife and she was a single mother. It's the fact that she has really leveled up her whole life. And she has all of these different brands. I'm trying to be like Sierra, have a fragrance, have an alcoholic beverage. She's building what you men should be doing. And you guys are judging her because she's building. It don't make sense. And she's building with her husband. Make it make sense, y'all. Yes, it's very balanced. It's very balanced. So I can understand if she just uploaded that twerking video just to upload it, but she was participating in a challenge. She was promoting her alcoholic beverage. It's Caribbean. She was twerking. It's culture. So we cleared all that up with research. So I need the black male content creators, and this is me just being real with you. Please do some research. Please start doing some research. Start doing some research, because it shouldn't be this easy to come on here and debunk all of your talking points. Yeah, and she's promoting her man. I mean, what else is there to talk about? So that's all that I have regarding this live. Glad I could clear all of this up for you guys. I would like to see more men being held accountable for having lustful eyes. When it comes to us women just existing, we don't even have to be twerking. We could be in the gym working out. And apparently, we're sexualizing ourselves, which is ridiculous. I'm in an all women's gym and I got men talking about why is she doing this? I'm in an all women's gym. How about you just not sexualize me? Okay. This live is definitely staying up. So you guys, you have a lovely night and I will see you tomorrow. Well, wait. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about. Oh, no. There was a video that I wanted to react to. So I posted a little snippet of it on my Instagram. So I'm going to be reacting to that video tomorrow. So meet me back here and I will see you guys then. So you guys have a lovely night. Bye.